What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Tune In Tuesday. We're going to be covering a couple of categories today. Some are from previous and some are new, so let's get straight into it. First on the chopping block is the Nissan 400Z. I'm sure you guys have seen the new videos that are circulating everywhere on social media, whether it's websites, Instagram, whatever social media platform you can think about, it's everywhere. There's a couple of differences that you'll notice in that vehicle, which I personally think it's a production car already. If not, it's already getting tested at the Tochigi plant, which is where the Nissan GTR and 400Z is going to be produced. So there's a couple other vehicles that they also produce at the Tochigi plant. But I think that vehicle that we saw in the videos are actually production car. So I may be wrong, don't quote me on it, but from what it looks like, there were a couple of tweaks here and there, but the interior actually looks really good, and it does remind me a little bit of the new 2022 Infiniti QX60. I know, totally different platform, but the interior kind of looks identical because of the spy shots that I've seen going around. But overall, it looks really good. Now, the pictures, I'm sure you guys have noticed that there is a small spoiler in the back of the 400Z. I think it complements the car very well. And I think moving forward that the car is actually going to be produced sooner than later. Some were speculating around September, maybe November. But from what it looks like, they're moving forward. So that's actually pretty cool to see that Nissan's moving forward with a lot of the new concept cars that they've been putting out, keeping somewhat of the look from the concept car and moving forward with it is kind of cool at the same time, because not a lot of companies can go ahead and take that and move forward with it. So let's see what happens. Maybe kind of a couple more tweaks before the car comes up, but from what I can tell, the car actually looks really good. Now, the second subject of today's episode is the MTM Audi RS6 Avant. Now, this car is beautiful. Overall, it's one of my favorite cars. If I could have a secondary project car, this will be it. I've always loved the Audi A6 models, the RS6 models, and especially the Avant model. A lot of people seem to not like it because it's a station wagon, but I think it's kind of cool at the same time. Now, with MTM's touch, the car is pushing 1,001 horsepower and 921 pounds of torque. The original twin-turbo 4.0 liter V8 410 and 332 pounds of torque stock. Now, with the aftermarket parts, it's doing 0 to 62 in about 2.9 seconds, down from 3.6 seconds of the stock car. It can hit at about 124 miles per hour in about 8.6 seconds, and top speed in excess of 217 miles per hour. Now, this car has actually proven itself on the track, so I think it's going to do very well in the aftermarket community. I would love to see what ABT would do with this car as well. I know some of you guys know John Olson, and he's had quite a few of these cars, and they actually sound very aggressive at the same time. Now, the last part of this episode is going to be back to the 2022 Lexus IS 500 F Sport. Now, this time on the launch edition, it's supposed to boast about 472 horsepower. And again, I think that a lot, going back to what I said in my last episode regarding the Lexus IS 500 F Sport, I didn't think it was originally an ISF, even though some of you were under the impression that I said it's an ISF. I don't think it is. And based on what Lexus actually came out with after all these reviews came out about the car and a lot of people talking about the car, they did mention that they're going to be working on an actual ISF model. So keeping the lookout on the ISF model. Hopefully it's going to be what they say it is, which is the V8 twin turbo. I think that car is going to be aggressive, and it's going to be putting a lot of manufacturers on check out there, especially with the V8 twin turbo. So hopefully, let's see what happens. Thank you, everybody, for once again joining in, and hopefully if you're new, you subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well, so we can get an idea of what you guys want to see more, and that way drives more traffic to the channel, so that way we can bring more content to you guys. And I'll be dropping a vlog soon on the Q60 and some updates as to what's going on with the car. Hopefully you guys stay tuned to the channel. And don't forget that we're still going to be doing the 2,500 subscriber giveaway of the side skirts for the Infiniti Q50 and Q60. So make sure you subscribe, so that way you can enter a chance to win those side skirts. Thank you, everybody, and have a good night.